Tomorrow. Tim, I'm going to come to you first on this because you're optimistic about United. We've discussed a little bit of that already, got them in your top 5 in terms of your season predictions. But let's just put into context last season. Finished 15th, worst finish since 1973-74. Insipid performance in the Europa League final against Tottenham Hotspur. They lost that. First season without European football in a...
To learn, but he has a great potential, and I can see Ben be a striker for Manchester United for a longer few years. That's why we pay so much money to have a striker.
11 years and only 44 goals scored last season. Again, their lowest tally since that 73-74 season. There's a new manager there, came in last season. We've got big name, new signings once again.
Yeah.
Why are you so optimistic that this time round, this season, it's going to be different?
I'm just taking his word for it, Ruben Amorim, that he needed time. He needed time on the pitch. That's what he's crying out for. He said he wanted to come now, didn't he? He was encouraged to come a little bit earlier. I think he's...
The places. I'm really happy. I think he has a great potential. In everything he does, he can play different type of footballs. He's going to feel that Premier League is really aggressive. He's going
absolutely right to come earlier. It gives him a good look at the players and the playing squad, what he has. They've managed to strengthen, and Bruno and Cunha, like I said, very, very good players, albeit playing for lesser clubs. Not everyone can play for Manchester United.
Option for this game, we'll see.
And first time we've got to speak to you since you've got Benjamin Sesko joining the club. What do you feel about his signing, his potential, and this new front three you now have with Mbeumo and Cunha as well? How exciting is that now?
First of all, we have more than 3, so they are fighting for the...
Sesko, I would, like I say, just see how he gets on. He's only young. He's got potential, but he wasn't exactly ripping it up there in the Bundesliga. Højlund has been there before. They got very excited about his signing, an awful lot of money as well. That never worked out. And
You're not making a great case for top 5, by the way.
No, I'm just talking about if Sesko hits the floor running. Bruno Fernandes is a top 4, top 5 player in my opinion. I still think they've got good enough players, and let's just hope that he's knitted them together and they play with some cohesion, because it was just like a group of players being thrown onto the pitch having no idea.
How are they? Do you have any other concerns?
No, news in Lich are out. They cannot play this game. Josh recover, Andre recover.
Idea what their jobs were, and it was disgraceful last year. It really was. Even the final, when you look at that, I mean, that could have, like it did for Tottenham. I mean, it changed the fortunes of the club. It could have been the platform what they needed, but it wasn't, because they were so poor. I mean, that final, I could not believe I was watching a game of Manchester United, and Manchester United do. I want Man United to be great again.
Till 1:30. We'll start with Dan.
Afternoon, Ruben. Happy new season. Easy question to start with. Team news ahead of the weekend. We didn't see Mazraoui or Lissandro the other.
Really do. I like the big clubs to be big. I like them at Man United at the moment. Only by name are they a big club. They need to start doing it on the pitch again, and I believe they will. And I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I think this man might turn them around this season.
And Merce, we'll come on to talk in detail about particularly that new front three that United have this season. But it just feels that the optimism around the club at the moment, which is quite understandable. He's had a full summer, Ruben Amorim, in charge, bringing the players that he wants to bring in. But that optimism, that confidence, so fragile, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's a nice game for them tomorrow. I think it's a nice game. They've got Arsenal. I think the pressure's on Arsenal to win the game. If Man United go and win it, it's great. Oh, my God, what a start. If they don't win, well, what do you expect? 15th last season, a shocker. New players in, they got to mould, they've got to take time. Let's go. So, it's a real free hit for them tomorrow in a way for me. I don't fancy them one iota to do anything this season. One iota. Things are won in midfield. Their midfield's nowhere near strong enough for me. And for all the talent they got up front, they just won't dominate football matches, in my opinion. If you look, Liverpool won the league last year, very good midfield. Arsenal, very good midfield. Man City, one of the greatest teams. Soon as their midfield fell apart with Rodri, never done anything. So it just shows you, you watch, it's so open, Man United, and nothing's going to change there. People are going to say, oh, they've got the talent going forward, but they had talent before that. Rashford, I know he didn't perform, and Garnacho and people like that, have been brought up through Man United. These are coming in from teams that, you know, if they get a draw away at Bournemouth, you know, everybody's going home singing on the coach. That's not the case at Man United, you know, and I think the pressure will...
That will have his history in our club.
Ruben, in terms of Benjamin, do you feel like he is able to start this game? Has he had enough time with you to understand what he needs to do and to work on his fitness to go from the start against Arsenal?
Of course, we didn't have a lot of time, but he's ready. First of all, physically he's ready. That is a big component in our league. Then he's really smart. Every detail that he asks, is a guy that is always thinking. He spent all afternoon here working on his fitness, so he's ready to play. We'll see if he's going to start.
Ruben, you said in the United States there were times last season when you set off for games and you feared what was going to happen. Do you, after this period of time, are you confident you know what your team is going to deliver?
No, it's hard to know because we cannot change everything in 4 weeks, but we are better. I know that we are training harder, we are training better, so I know that we are more prepared to cope with the demands of the game. We have new players that we need to understand in the real game what they are capable to do in the moment, but I'm really more confident. That is clear. I'm more confident in this moment, but again, we cannot change everything in 4 weeks. But we step by step we are going to be a better team. But of course, I'm more confident.
Mickey, hi Bruno. Have you set the team targets this season?
No, we want to return to Europe, but it's hard as a Manchester United coach to say one thing like that. But we need to be realistic with our fans. Even that we are going to have to fight a lot because there's a lot of good teams with more time than us together. But we are going to fight for it. We want to improve. We need to focus game by game. If we are thinking how we are going to finish the season is a problem. Let's focus on game by game. We want to win against Arsenal. That is the main focus.